the experiment. Nice one. Now, they've been our guests all morning this morning. They're here with us now. Everyone, it's Girls Aloud! Oh, yes. Now, you may have noticed, actually, that Nicola isn't with them today. They've actually had some sad family news this week, hasn't she? Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to say to her down there?
Yeah. We wish you were here. Love you, babe.
Excellent. Now, we've got you in here because Double Trouble is a game that we like to play each week with our celebrity guests. And we'll do it with brothers and sisters. I've got to say, you must have quite a few brothers and sisters between you. How many do you reckon you have, Lily?
Well, I think about probably 13.
Is it 30? See, that's quite a lot, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, we're actually going to meet. We're going to meet one of Girls Aloud's relatives, but which ones? I think Cheryl, yep. Let's meet Cheryl's brother, Gary. Gary, welcome to the ministry. Before we have a chat with you, it's time to meet Cheryl's sister, Gillian. Gillian, welcome to the ministry. OK, now, guys, this is how it works. Take a look. Only one of these two is the real relative of Cheryl from Girls Aloud. Is it number 1 or number 2? It's your job to try and work it out. Now, to help you along the way, Stephen and Holly are going to be asking questions. But I've got to tell you, right, we've been playing this for 4 weeks so far, and Holly has got every single one right. 4 out of 4 for Holly. Stephen, 1 out of 4, and that's only because Jerry Halliwell helped him last week.
No, she didn't help me.
Well, she did.
Well, she copied.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
You're soon to do better this week, yeah?
Why not?
OK, so I think everyone's ready now. If you want to play along at home, you can. You can text in at any time throughout the game. If you think it's number 1, you just have to text the word double and number 1 to 83000. Or, if you think it's number 2, then text double and 2 to 83000. We'll find out what you think a little bit later on. I think everyone's ready. So here it is. Let's play Double Trouble. OK, Stephen, I think you should kick us off this week. So your first question, please.
Do you know something? Number 1 looked a lot like Cheryl, a lot. But I fell for that before. Now, number 1,
You're not making your mind up yet.
No, I'm not. But
Yeah,
I tell
ask
you
your
what,
question.
I'm not going to fall for this. Number 1, how many GCSEs did Cheryl get?
She didn't get any. None at all.
She's got none at all. Oh, he sounds like Cheryl as well. Number 2, how many?
She got 6.
Oh, so does she.
OK, my question is to number 2, first of all. Has Cheryl got any phobias?
She can't touch anything sweet.
Anything suede?
Is that true, Cheryl?
Don't answer.
No,
Don't
she got
answer.
it. OK, number 1, same question.
Absolutely terrified of cotton wool.
Cotton wool?
Cotton wool.
They're good, aren't they?
I wish you were in a lab.
Next question.
Do you know something? What car, number 2, what car does Cheryl drive?
She hasn't ever passed her driving test. She's useless.
See, do you know something? If you're an actress, you wouldn't say that, would you? Number 1, what car?
Drives a Toyota RAV4.
Oh, which one?
Toyota RAV4.
OK, this is to number 1, what is Cheryl's middle name?
Her middle name's Anne.
Anne. OK, and to number 2?
She tells everyone it's Anne, but it's actually Agnes.
Oh, OK. That is a shame. That is your time up. So, do you think you know who the real relative is? OK, if you text in. First of all, we're going to ask our studio audience. Studio audience, do you think it's number 1 or number 2? Vote now. There's a mix, isn't it? What do you think? I reckon girls... I think more 1s and 2s. What do you think, Girls Aloud?
I think there's more 2s.
You go for more 2s?
I think it's a
Yeah, we'll go for 2. OK, we're taking 2 from the studio audience there. So now let's go to you, Holly. You've got it right every week, so no pressure.
I think that number 2 is brilliant, and I really want to believe you, but I think it's number 1.
OK, Stephen.
Do you know what I think? And you know this. I have absolutely fallen for this many, many times. That's why I've only ever got one right. But, number 1, the eyes are exactly the same as Cheryl's. But do you know something? I'm going to take a gamble. And not that I can, but I'm going to say it's number 2 because she's too good. Number 2. I'm saying number 2.
You're saying number 2 for definite?
Yes.
Going against Holly?
Fact.
OK, should we find out? Cheryl, please tell us, who is your real relative?
My real relative is...
Oh, what are the chances of that?
I can't believe it. That sound means we have to wait just a few minutes before we find out the real answer. Join us back here. Remember, Mum's a word. welcome back to the Ministry of Mayhem. Now, before the break, we asked you which of these two is the real relative of Cheryl from Girls Aloud. Number 1 or number 2? The audience went for number 2. Holly went for number 1. Stephen went with the audience against Holly, number 2. But what did you think at home? Well, I can tell you that 67% of you... Oh, 63% of you, sorry, I'm adding it up. 63% went for number 1 and 37% went for number 2. Oh, no. So, the audience at home, you agree with Holly. Should we find out? Let's find out the real answer. OK.
So maybe
Oh, hang on. Oh, there we go. Bit of drama. OK, Cheryl, who is your real relative?
Oh, God. Number 1.
Number 1! Excellent. It was number 1 all along. Come and join us, Gary. Come over here. Yeah, if we shove up, we'll put Gary in just here. Nicely played, by the way, Gary. Mohan, what have you got to say for yourself?
Well, I feel a fool.
Embarrassing, wasn't it?
Identical.
I know, look at that. That's exactly... I'm going to say, number 2, please tell us, what is your name and what do you do?
My name is Ashley and I'm still at school.
Oh,
you're brilliant.
You did
We
a
love
fantastic
you.
job. Nice one. Thank you, Ashley. You've got a long way to go back to Newcastle now.
I know.
Thanks for playing, Gary. Nice one, Girls Loud. More Double Trouble for you next week.